Hello, how are we? Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So it's Wednesday, the 10th of April, and tomorrow we play Atalanta in the first round of the quarter-final of the Europa League tie at Anfield. So let's get on to the press conferences today. So Harvey Elliott was up first. That gives me an indication that he'll probably be starting the game tomorrow. I don't think I've seen a press conference where somebody's come on to do one of those as a player and not start. So if all goes well with the training session today, most likely Harvey will be starting that game. So let's get on to what he had to say. He said him and the players were disappointed with the result on Sunday, and when they should have won the game, and rightly so. So the good thing is that there is another game on the horizon to put in a good performance. Harvey was also asked about his opportunities this season, as tomorrow's game will be Liverpool's 50th of the season, and he's been involved in 21 of those. So he said, look, I'm not a kid anymore. I've got to take my opportunities and keep providing for the team. So somebody asked him about, do you go and knock on Jurgen's door? And he said no, but if he had to, he would do. So, but no, he's doing all he can for the team, whether it's coming off the bench or as he's starting. So I liked his press conference. It was good. He said, look, I have to take my opportunities when I get them. I have to be patient. Asked about Atalanta, he said, look, they're a very attacking team, so they could cause us problems. We just have to make sure that we do our jobs. And he said, one question was asked about him, what's it like to play at Anfield? And he said, look, our supporters are the best. They get really behind the team. They take the team through, and they are like our 12th man. So which was good. So then one journo asked a question, and he was a Scouse journo as well. Said, what are your thoughts of trying getting into Southgate's England team for the Euros? And when I heard that, and I went, what a knobhead. What a knobhead asking a question like that to a player when we've got a Europa League game coming up. And Harvey said, look, my concentration is about playing for Liverpool first and foremost, and that's what he intends to do. So well done, Harvey. So on to Jurgen's presser. Asked about, he said that you were getting some of the big hitters back. Alisson, Trent, Diogo Jota, and Stefan Baticic. So and he was asked, what are the chances of them being involved tomorrow? He didn't mention Alisson as much. I think Alisson's still going through his getting into the speed of things with the in between the sticks. Asked about Jota and Trent, and his answers we'll have to wait and see. So they might be involved, might be on the bench. He said they have been working together for 3 weeks, so that's good to hear that they've looked after him before they've brought him back. So hopefully they've not come back too soon. About Stefan Baticic, he said that, look, we are looking to give him a game in the under-21s, which is good. So hopefully he'll be, maybe a week or so off then, if the under-21s have a game, maybe a closed behind doors game, something like that. But hopefully, good news on that front as well. So obviously the players need minutes, and they'll get those minutes because the games are coming thick and fast. he was asked the question about it's the only trophy that he's not won, and he just says, said about 8 years ago, they played a really good first half in the final, but not so good second. But that's what he can remember from there. But he said we are here to win the competition, and it's not about me. It's about winning the competition, and we have to be at our best there. So the controversial question to some of us, but not me, was that the Spine Cup 1906 is not going to be raising the flags before the game, in protest of the the ticket prices going up and the membership going up. He said, look, he said he's not so bothered as much about the flags as long as the people are in there, and but he totally understands the logic behind that, and he hopes that there can be it'll be sorted out. Now, when by that, I think what he means is that there should be dialogue between the club and the supporters, as there's been no dialogue between the supporters in this latest price increase, and the supporters are making their voices heard, and rightly so. We are Liverpool Football Club, and we are Liverpool supporters, and that's what we do. If we're not happy about something on the outside of the club or within the club, we will raise our voices, and we will give our opinion what in one way or another. Some people are saying, well, it's only 2%, but it's 2%. It was 2% last season, 2% this season. Is it going to be 4%, 6%, 8% next season? We have to give our voices. We've made record amounts of commercial profit, TV money, and the club should not be hitting the supporters who pay a lot of money to come and watch the team home and away. So on that note, I thought he hoped that something can be sorted out. So on the footballing front, he said, look, we have to be on our game tomorrow. Obviously, Atalanta is a very good team, attacking wise. And one of the questions was asked about some kind of dentist or something, and he said that, look, we are like the dentist, we don't like going there. So he was making a point, I think, about Atalanta. But look, it is what it is. We need to have a strong team out tomorrow. We need to take advantage from our home tie to Atalanta next week. I think that the important thing for me is that we convert our chances. We can't go through games having over 20 chances and not scoring more than 2 goals. That's not acceptable. So we need to be 100% at it. Jurgen said that the crowd will be behind us. It's a European night, and likely so. And then he was just asked a question about the players that were coming back as well at the end. He said, look, they're quality players. We need all our players for the rest of the season. So yeah, looking forward to the game. It just takes the eye off the league games. And I'm hoping for a very good performance against a good Atalanta team, because they will be attacking us. They won't be sitting back, and we need to take our chances to win the game comfortably. Otherwise, we could end up being in trouble. Team tomorrow, interesting, really. I would imagine it would be Keller in goals, but you never know. It depends how Ali's done between the sticks today in training. I still think he might not make it. I'd like to see him on the bench though, getting to sort of like into the match spirit. Right back, do I look at Trent coming in there when he's not had any game time? Do we put Joey there? I think it's one of the two. I mean, Connor Bradley's available as well, obviously. Left back, put Robbo in there. Put Ibu and Virgil centre halves. And midfield, and this is where I think it might be interesting. I think midfield will be Maka, Endo and Elliott, and up front it'll be Louise. This is a bit of one for me. I don't know about Nunes. Will Nunes be on the bench? Do we start him? Or does he play Gakpo there? It's either Nunes or Gakpo and Mo on the left-hand side. So, it is going to be a hard to pick the team for tomorrow's game. But you said, look, we need rhythm. Some players are in rhythm, and we need to be. We need to make sure that we start the game well from the first whistle to the 94th, 95th, 96th minute of the game. Right, if you like what I'm doing, okay, this is the match preview. Smash us a like, subscribe to the channel, and please share this video as well. Okay, this is all things Liverpool, things that come directly from Liverpool. And we'll speak tomorrow after the game. Okay, look after yourselves. Up the Reds.